Hey guys, John from Aqua Hut here. Giving you all a quick update. It's been a little while since I've shown anything in here. I just start releasing the videos at the time you see this. So this video is actually the same time as I released the first video. So when I released those first videos, I had continued working. I was planning on releasing like a video a week just to keep people updated. I knew I was going to take my time, do this really slow compared to most people. So I wanted to kind of get a lot of videos backed up, if you can say. And then I never did anything with them. They were just sitting there. And so I had a little bit extra free time, start putting them out. Didn't really put them out kind of in the same speed that I really wanted to. But, you know, they're getting out there. So it's getting done. So in here, I can't remember exactly what the last video was. I don't think we had any of the AC. I don't think we had anything done but the sheetrock and everything. We're painting the room, stuff like that. So now we got both the ACs are done. This one's been serviced up here, and we got another AC right up here. This one actually is strong enough to air condition not only this room, but my whole garage at the same time. The reason I did the garage too is for the fact that we were discussing costs and things like that, and I don't know if the big building in the back is actually going to be done in the next 5 years, 10 years or whatever. It actually is more cost efficient for us to build a new garage to park our cars and convert the garage here into another grow out. It's a lot cheaper to do that. So instead of building a 2,000 square foot building back there to do a wholesale business, we'll probably, if we even expand past this, it'll probably be in the garage. And you know, that's gonna be a long time down the road because we gotta first pay this place off and things like that. You know, this is not a cheap project. But so we got the two ACs, more than strong enough. I still have not tackled the electrical up here. I just can't bring myself to do it. It's just something, I don't like doing electrical, don't like it at all. It's not that I can't do it, it's just I just don't want to. I kind of kicked myself in the ass though, because now I have the aquarium stands all in place and they're kind of in the way to do the electrical, but it'll be fine. So yes, aquarium stands are all in place, double tiered, wraps around. Let me see if I can turn you all around real quick. All right, so aquarium stands in place, and I am actually drilling the aquariums right now. I kind of changed plans on a few things. So sumps will be down here. I can't decide if they're going to be down here or if they're going to be in the center. If I do in the center, of course, I'm gonna have to deck all that still. Can't really decide on that yet, but you'll come in, there'll be sumps. There's gonna be two separate systems. This first double tier platform that goes to a single tier, because the AC, can't do a second tier there. And to this tier here is going to be one system with, you know, two more at the top. They're roughly gonna be 500 gallons. Originally I was gonna do some custom tanks. I got them priced out. They asked a ridiculous price. I wasn't gonna do fiberglass, but to get fiberglass shipped to me was a stupid, ridiculous price. And so I went back to low boys. I get low boys for $70 and or like $75. So I'm gonna drill out low boys, put them in place, and then I'm gonna actually re-silicone all the low boys. Even though they're brand new, I don't like that they use a low profile silicone. People have talked about having leak problems. So I have some industrial grade aquarium silicone. I'm gonna re-silicone every seam. But so we're gonna have basically a low boy here, a low boy here, a low boy here, two up here, two up here, and then one here, and then one here. That's gonna be a system. So all that's gonna be grow out, and then this will be my frag table. All my frags will go here. And then over here will be the same thing. Low boy, 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 and then its tier system for frags will be at this top. Now I'm pretty tall, and yes, this is at the height of my head, but I'm just gonna use a step stool. It's not that big of a deal. you utilize all the space you can do. And you know, I double my growing footprint just by going up here and using a step ladder. Not that hard of a thing. I also changed my design a little bit, as originally I was going to put a 120 here and a 120 over there and make them kind of tied in show tanks. And the reason why is I wanted the rock in the surface area to basically give stability. I find anytime you tie in another aquarium, it's always going to be more stable. It's just, it is. But I decided not to do them. Not really sure why. I just said, hey, I'm just going to do another grow out spot instead of a 120. I might change my mind before this is all done and have a 120 put there in both spots and have 2 display tanks, or do 120s with rock at the bottom with frags at the top. I don't know. The one thing about putting the 120 there is in this space here, it gets really hard to get to this tank in the corner because that 120 is going to come up to about here and there. Now, another change of design that we have gone through is lights. I originally purchased 48 radions to go in here. I was going to do 3 lights per system. And the reason I was doing 3 lights per system is because from the original tanks I was going to do, my lights were going to be from here to here, and this was actually a little bit further down. So my lights only had about 9 inches between water, and I didn't think I was going to get the spread I needed for a 2-foot by 4-foot section, so I was going to do 3. Well, now that I'm using the low boys, they're only 10 inches tall, so they're going to only be about right here. I'm going to have almost 2 foot of space for lighting, because I also raised this about 6 inches from the original design and changed a few. I originally designed this for 8 foot, wound up having 9 foot in here, because like I said, I designed this for a building we did at the other house that was pretty much done. Well, I took the same design, I just added an extra foot to it, which gave me 6 inches here, 6 inches there, which now gives me more room for the lights. So because of that, I only really need 2 radions now. They will cover those 2 tanks everywhere I need them to cover. So what to do with the extra lights, I don't know yet. I got some projects at the store I can do. You know, I'll probably keep some just as backups in case I break one or drop in the water, or who knows, something. But yeah, so always changing stuff. I also decided not to do the flooring of the epoxy right here. I am still going to clean that up. I'm getting paint on it, so there's no point of stripping it now until I'm done, which will be pretty soon actually, because I want to do that before I get water in. So floors are still dirty. I just talked to a lot of people with the epoxy, and in their own grow out rooms and experience, they found that the epoxy pilled up or bubbled, or certain epoxies were very slippery. And it was just, you know, it was gonna be about a $2,000 expense to do the floors to make them look really good. And hearing that 50% of them fail and don't work out good, I kind of didn't want to risk it. At the store, it's bare concrete, works great, we love it. That's why we've decided never to put a floor down at the store. So we're probably not going to put a floor down here either. We're just going to strip the concrete and have bare concrete, just like we do at the store. And that's always worked great for us. Like I said, I am currently drilling tanks outside right now. I just decided to stop and do a quick video before I start throwing tanks up on these platforms. And I'm going to put the tanks up, mark them for the holes, then pull them off, drill the plywood, paint the plywood hole, put them back. From there, I'm also drilling. Originally, I was going to put propylene tanks here for water storage. I purchased my tanks from the supply house local to us, which is about an hour away. Drove over there, pick them up, and they had the wrong tanks. And going back and forth, decided, you know what, hell with it. I ordered some glass 65-gallon, just standard Aqua Hut aquariums. I drilled them already, and I'm gonna do 2 platforms there. It actually wound up giving me more water storage for the same space and less height, so I don't have to try to squeeze everything together. So the 65 was actually a good way to go. Didn't even think about it until the last minute. And that's actually what's, cool about this project and stuff. Even though I planned a lot out, I have papers, everything's drawn out to square inch, to everything. I mean, just plan. Every step change. Just because, in my experience, I've done so many aquariums and things now, and now doing almost a second whole aquarium room. I find that sometimes you just gotta change your plans while you're doing it because it just does not work. And you come up with a better idea. So everything's always changing. So one last thing before I let y'all go today is, I know I'm getting a lot of questions from people that want to help and things like that. And like I said, I'm already to a point where when these videos come out, I would love to help, but it's already done. But I know someone's gonna ask me about this right here. They're gonna say, well, why do I not have a support beam right here in the front to match the support beam in the back? I actually do have a support beam to go there. The reason I haven't put it in yet is I wanna put the sumps in. If I decide to do the sumps down here, I don't know if I can get them in with the support beam. So I'm gonna put the sump in, then put the support beam. The beam will be removable in case I ever need to pull the sump out, things like that. If I decide to do the sump over here, I don't need a support beam. And there's cons and positives to both. Over here, I can get the sump in and out. Everything's utilized right next to each other. It's all, I can get all my water to one spot, all my electrical to one spot, things like that. However, my pumps will be all the way in the back, underneath everything. And anyone that knows me knows I have a lot of surgeries and stuff, and I'm not as flexible as I used to be, so it'll be really hard for me to maintenance stuff. As on this side, where I'm pretty much leaning to do my sumps, I'll be able to get my filter socks here, and then my pumps will actually end right here. And the only negative to this is I'd have to run, water to both sumps in different spots, electrical to both sumps in different spots. But, not that big of a deal. So I'm still going back and forth on that. The one that does not get used will most likely get used for storage for like my show tanks and things like that take up a lot of space, and I really don't have nowhere to store them. They're kind of just sitting in my guest bedroom, and they're not in the right place. So we'll make a spot for them and stuff. So I hope y'all are enjoying the videos. I hope y'all are enjoying this build so far. I'm gonna get back to work and drill some tanks and things, and I will talk to y'all soon. Thanks guys, bye.